Hello everyone, in this lecture we will read about eigenvalues and eigenvectors, and we will see inverse and unitary operators, and we also see the eigenvalue of inverse operator and some examples with it. So let's begin our session for today. So starting with our first topic, what is eigenvector and eigenvalue? So eigenvector and eigenvalue हमेशा ऑपरेटर्स की होती हैं. So let's assume that we have eigen any state vector psi. So if we operate operator A on this state vector and gives us some relation, this alpha, where alpha is a complex number, and times this, so such a state is known as eigenvector, and where alpha is eigenvalue for such an operator. So this equation, we call this equation as eigenvalue equation. So if we operate this operator on this state vector, if this gives us some equation like this, alpha times, if we can write this as alpha times some the same state vector, then such vector is the eigenvector of operator A, and alpha is the eigenvalue for the same operator. So this is the basic concept of eigenvector and eigenvalue. Take simple example of identity operator. I operating on any state psi gives us psi. So here our alpha is equal to 1 and psi is our eigenvector. So moving to our next topic, inverse operator. Inverse operator can be defined as the inverse of any operator A can be defined by a simple relation, that is, if we do the product of operators A inverse into A, that should be equal to unit operator. Operator leaves the state unchanged, मतलब हमारी स्टेट सेम रहती है बिफोर आफ्टर. सो इफ अगर हम ये ऑपरेटर दोनों किसी साई स्टेट पे ऑपरेट कराते हैं, देन that should be equal to unit operator into psi, and which is directly equal to psi. So this is it. It is a simple operator. Now moving to our next topic. So how do we find the eigenvalue of an inverse operator? If we have any operator A, an eigenvector psi, and we have alpha as eigenvalue of A operator, then if we find the eigenvalue of its inverse operator, so we will calculate the inverse operator eigenvalue. So how do we find that? So firstly we have to make use of the inverse operator. So inverse operator is inverse into its product is equal to unitary operator. So if we apply this operator on any eigenstate psi, then first we have to operate A on psi. So we know that if we operate psi A on psi, we will get alpha psi and then A inverse. So we can take out this constant outside. Alpha is equal to A inverse operator acting on psi, which will be equal to, because this whole operator is equal to unitary operator, we can equate this with a unitary operator times state vector psi. So we can rewrite this as psi. So we can take this alpha in the bottom of the other side. So if we operate A inverse on any state vector, then 1 by alpha becomes its eigenvalue, and this is the eigenvector. So basically if we use the inverse operator, then its eigenvalue gets inversed. So moving to our next topic, unitary operator. So what is unitary operator? If any linear operator, let's suppose if we take any linear operator u, capital U, then its inverse, that is u minus 1, should be equal to its adjoint. If any operator fulfills this relation, then such an operator is called the unitary operator. So if we multiply with original unitary operator u on both the sides, so we can write this as u into its inverse is unit operator. So if we multiply original with its adjoint operator, then we will get the unit operator. So let's see an example for the unitary operator. So if we have any operator u 1 plus iota a 1 minus iota a, अगर हमारे पास कोई ऑपरेटर ये है, हमें चेक करना है कि ये ऑपरेटर यूनिटरी है कि नहीं, तो हमें क्या चेक करना है, ये वाला रिलेशन ये फॉलो करेगा नहीं करेगा. If we do the product of its original vector and its adjoint, then it should be equal to unit operator. So firstly we have to do its adjoint. So if we do the adjoint is a complex conjugate and then transpose. So we doesn't have the matrix, so we just have to do the complex conjugate of this term. So if iota, the sign with iota gets reversed, and similarly in the denominator, so we get the adjoint as this. So we simply have to multiply these two operators, then we will get so this will cancel out with this is cancel out with this, and we will get the unit operator. So this operator is a unitary operator. So there is a difference between unit operator and unitary operator. Okay, and this is it for today. If you have any doubts regarding these topics, you can ask me in the comment box, and thank you for watching this video.